Hello, duelists, and welcome to the new series that is replacing Road to Locals. Yes, so in case you missed it, last Monday, not this Monday just gone, but the Monday prior, the last video that was uploaded on the channel, I wrapped up the mini-series that I started called Road to Locals, where I was going to locals for the very first time. And I did, I had 1 win, 3 losses with Galaxy Eyes. And so now with that series done, what's next? Well, as you can tell by this, it's a locals vlog series where I'm basically doing kind of like YuGiOh vlogs, like Nim Nim, but not as great as Nim Nim, like my own style of vlogging, obviously, as well as getting a few duels in for locals. So locals is today. I'm meeting up with 2 friends. The other one, who was my final opponent last week, unfortunately cannot go this week. And so, yeah, it's not going to be a weekly basis thing. It's going to be whenever I do get up to locals, because I more than likely won't be going next week. The week that this gets posted. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm going to be bringing Galaxy Eyes once again. She's here. And we'll see how we do this time. Hopefully, I don't brick, because that was a big pain in my ass last week. Was I just kept bricking. But I need to finish getting ready to head into town to pick up my friend Gerald, who's coming down from Dublin, and then of course we're going to be coming back here, doing some trades and some shenana shits, and then locals will hopefully start at 4:30. So yeah, hope you enjoy the vlog. Headphones check. And wallet.
Insert cash or select menus.
So, low. I kind of just want to record and...
Fuck! It's up to you.
No, I said no, so it does not mean because you got lower.
Oh, you go first.
Oh. Let me see the spice.
Trophy?
Oh, fuck. That's you screwed. Cyber Dragon needs their grave.
Is that it? Oh,
No, turn. You're first, man.
Yeah, you went first.
Oh, I went first. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're first.
And he shifted you.
That?
Yeah. That's not the grave? No, that's hard, right?
Ads, yeah.
Trust me, I'm not that stupid.
So it pops this. And this.
Pay half your life points.
Yeah.
Then equip 5 from your spell. Then equip. Destroy as many spell traps as you field. Then equip
This die.
from your hand or deck. So 1. And then you're going to equip another one to the thing. And it's going to get another 2,000 attack per thing.
So it's done game 1.
Yeah, good game.
How stupid is this deck, bro?
I might be able to go PK Raid Raptors. All right, let's
I'm telling you, man.
let's see what I
You
get.
can play Agrobellion, bro. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Did you already open your pack?
Yeah.
Reframing.
Okay, so I got an Adamantium Pater Ryzen Dragite, Raid Raptor Y-Strix, and Psyframe Gear Delta Super.
Delta's good.
Yeah.
Open mine.
Open yours? Okay. I'm surprised you didn't go for 25.
Yeah, 25 is crap. It's a 25 is bad. My bad. Hey, don't Ash. Oh.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh, you got Shavara. Unchained Shavara.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. So I won the dice roll and opt to go second. My opponent summons microcoder and then special summons backup secretary, which gets linked into YuGiOh. He then links into Code Talker. He attempts to use its effect, which I ash. He sets 2 and activate Allures of Darkness, and he whiffs on it. So I draw for turn, I pitch Jumper, special summon Galaxy Soldier, going Chainlink 1 Jumper, Chainlink 2 Galaxy Soldier, adding Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and Photon Sanctuary to hand. I then equip Photon Orbital to Galaxy Soldier, then use its effect to pop itself and add Afterglow to hand. I then use Sanctuary to get 2 tokens and then tribute them to special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I then use Afterglow's effect to special summon itself to field in defense position. I then overlay into number 62 and then into number C62, go into battle and use its effect. My opponent attempts to imperm, but since I've added cross out to the main deck and I banish my imperm. Now thinking back, I'm not sure if Afterglow misses timing here. Because of that, I then take game 1. Moving on to game number 2. Game 2, we both decide not to side deck. My opponent decides to go first again. He summons a guy, links into YuGiOh, then uses the guy he linked off's effect to special summon a guy from deck. He then links into a link 1, then he links into Splash Mage. He attempts to use its effect, which I imperm. He then links again and searches off of an effect. He then uses his 2 links into Firewall Dragon, the card he got off of me just before local started. He brings back a guy, sets 1 and passes. I draw for turn, I activate Galaxy 100, dump Jumper to grave. He chains a trap to bring a link back from grave. I then add Sanctuary to hand. I then normal Jumper, special summon Vanisher, and XE into Galaxy Photon Dragon. I use its effect to add Photon Dragon to hand. I activate Sanctuary to get tokens to special summon Photon Dragon by tributing the tokens, triggering Galaxy 100. I then banish Access Code Talker from his extra deck. I then activate Galaxy Expedition to bring out Afterglow. I bring out number 62, which gets bounced by Firewall. I attack his link, doing a bit of damage with Galaxy Photon Dragon, and then in main 2, I make Zeus and pass. My opponent draws for turn, and in his standby phase, I Zeus him. He then banishes one card to bring back Firewall. He then summons Microcoder. He does a few more Link plays, which ends him on a Link 6. Firewall, what do you call it? He attacks over Zeus. I take a bit of damage as he gets another guy on field, and unfortunately I end up scooping because I already had a copy of Triple Tactics Talent in hand, which then I top decked my second copy that I play in the deck. So yeah, we're gonna go to game 3. Game 3, I go second. I open Double Ash, Double Imperm, and Galaxy 100, thinking that I was going to lose to my opponent again like last week. So he summons a guy, links into YuGiOh, attempts to special summon from deck with a guy he sent to graveyard, which I Ash. He then uses Allure of Darkness and sets to pass. I draw Delta Wing for turn, and it's game over from here. I activate Galaxy 100, dump Jumper, add Sanctuary, normal Delta Wing, special summon one from deck. I overlay into Galaxy Photon Dragon, attempt to use its effect, but get ashed. I go into battle phase, attack the YuGiOh, and in main 2, I make Zeus and set my imperms and pass. My opponent draws for turn. He then uses Dark Ruler No More on me, which saves him a turn. He does some link plays, goes into Splash Mage, which I imperm. He passes, I draw. I switch Zeus to attack and beat over the Splash Mage and passes. He draws Dark Ruler No More again and passes. I draw Photon Dragon, use Sanctuary, tribute the tokens to special summon Photon Dragon, banish the Firewall, and swing for game. I won. I lose the die roll and am made to go second. My opponent summons a Luber, meaning I'm going up against Branded Despia. So I don't know all the cards or what they do, so he attempts to use his effect, which I ash, which gets called by, so my only interruption has been stopped. Then activates Branded Fusion, sending some guys to grave, and brings out Albion. He then uses its effect to fusion summon and brings out a guy in defense and uses its effect to dump a guy to grave, then special summons a guy from hand and uses its effect to add a spell to hand and then place one on the bottom of the deck. He sets and passes. I draw for turn, I then special summon Trasher, then I pitch Photon Lord to special summon Galaxy Soldier, so then that is Chainlink 1 Soldier, Chainlink 2 Lord, and then I add Afterglow to hand. I tribute Galaxy Soldier and Thrasher to special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, I then special summon Afterglow and make number 62. On response, my opponent activates Branded in Red to add back a guy and then fusions. He fuses using a guy on field, then lets him bring back a guy since it was banished. I then activate Triple Tactics Talent to draw 2. I use Photon Lord's effect to extra normal summon Galaxy Knight, not realizing that I actually hadn't normal summoned yet, so it didn't make much of a difference. So then I overlay Knight and Lord into number 90. I then overlay 62 into number C62. I enter battle, attempt to use C62's effect, but my opponent tries to activate a guy, which I negate with number 90. I then activate C62, detach Afterglow, and attempt to use its effect, which gets ashed, meaning C62 only has 5,600 attack. I attack with a guy with C62 and deal 3,100 damage. I then attack another guy and pass. My opponent draws for turn. My opponent top decks Branded and Lost, I believe, and passes. This is where my opponent loses game 1. As I draw, switch number 90 to attack, enter battle phase. I attack his last 2 monsters with C62 and kill with number 90. Game 2, I'm made to go second again, and my opponent sets 5 and then activates Fusion Deployment, to which I ash it. He then passes turn, which has me thinking if I can get enough damage on board, I could take this match. But spoiler alert, this whole duel nearly went to time. Anyway, so I summon Delta Wing, I attempt to use its effect, and get met with a D barrier calling Xyz, which fucks me over, so I pass turn. Since controlling 2 Delta Wing, my opponent can't attack me, so I pass. opponent draws for turn and then activates branded in red, but realizes he can't and sets a card and passes. I draw, overlay into Galaxy Photon Dragon and attempt to use its effect. I add a card to hand, then I normal summon Galaxy Knight without tributing using its effect, which means it's at 1800. But because of Galaxy Photon Dragon, it pumps Knight up by 500, meaning I can tribute both to special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Then I special summon Afterglow Dragon and overlay into 62 and then C62. Then I enter battle phase. I use Afterglow's effect when I detach it to bring out Photon Dragon from deck. Now here's where I made a misplay. You see, I thought by using C62 effect that I could only attack monsters and not attack directly, which usually when I read something like that and something says something like that, that's what it usually means. But after testing it out on Master Duel, I can actually attack directly, and because of that I could have won, but oh well, lessons learned for next time. I attack the set with C62 and attack with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. In main 2, I activate Galaxy Expedition and special summon Galaxy Brave. I overlay into Hope Harbinger and pass. My opponent draws for turn and attempts to use Albion's effect, which I ash. My opponent passes, and once again, I could have gone for game here by just going into battle and attacking with C62 for game, but I don't, and attack with number 38 and pass. My opponent draws and gets off Albion's effect. He sends a card to the GY and places Albion to the bottom and draws, which I then draw and lockbird him, which didn't really matter. He then attempts to activate branded in red, which I negate. My opponent then does things, banishes C62 and passes on to fusions in defense. I draw, enter battle and attack one of the fusions. He then makes their defense 0 and I take some damage. In main 2, I make Zeus in end phase. I Zeus and my opponent does a whole bunch of things, and in the end he takes game number 2. Okay, so we're into game 3, we have about 15 minutes left on clock, and it's getting down to the wire. I opt to go second again. My opponent sets 2, he then attempts to use Albion's effect and passes. I draw for turn, I activate Rhoda, and get chained D-Barrier again. My end board is basically Soul Flare and Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and I hit for 5k, hoping he has nothing and the time gets called. But alas, luck was not on my side. I pass for turn, he gets Albion's effect off, and I droll him in res. He then special summons a guy, I use Soul Flare's effect to pop it, hoping that it would be enough, but unfortunately it wasn't, and after my opponent does some plays, he takes game 3. Now, this was honestly one of the best duels I've ever had, with so much back and forth interactions. Myself and my opponent both agree that this was probably one of the best duels we've ever had, even though now I know that I could have won game 2, but you know, hey, lessons are learned, and I will know for next time. And that's that. Once again, X3, unfortunately. But hey, love playing. Definitely will be coming next week, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully next week I do better. Because again, the biggest crutch for me was bricking. So I don't know. I think I might need to rethink again the deck and go from there. Okay, so I only got to record 2 duels, because my phone was practically nearly dead by the time that amazing duel with the from against my round 2 opponent. Because literally that was, as I probably said in the voiceover, it was so close to time. Like by the time we finished, there was like maybe 5 minutes left, if that. So round 3, I went up against the person who I used his deck for the thumbnail for this video, which was Red Dragon, Nova Red Dragon stuff, Turbo. And I can't, even though it happened yesterday, as of recording this for me, I'm recording this the Monday. I can't remember if I went 2-1 or 2-0-2. I think I went 0-2 for game 3 and game 4. Yeah, another X3 record, 1-3, for it this time. So yeah, I game 1 against the Red Nova Dragon player, the Jack Atlas deck. I bricked so hard game 1 that I literally just could not do anything. I opened double Photon Dragon, Afterglow Dragon, and I just had no way of getting them out of my hand. As on top of that, I got dimensional barriered. Yeah, that happened both games. Game 2, I put up a bit of a fight, but in the end, I don't think I took a win against him, which is unfortunate. Great and lovely bloke as well. That like a lot of the people, because a lot of the people that were there this week were also there on week 1. And so round 4, I went up against the TO, the tournament organizer, Chris. Unfortunately, did not get to record his duel, but he managed to take part, and his deck was Lightsworn Busterlock. And again, I went 0-2, which I'm not upset about. I'm having a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun dueling Chris. I had a lot of fun dueling everyone that I dueled this week as well. But I was more paying attention to Chris's deck because I do want to build Lightsworns again. I still don't know what version I want to. I'm tinkering with a bestial side of the deck, but I'm not entirely too happy with it. So I might just go like a different chaos route. But yeah, the biggest takeaway from this week is if I side, I will usually brick. Because round 1 for those three matches, I didn't side once, and I still managed to do very, very well. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if I do go this week, I might toy around with not siding or just like siding very little, because I've already made changes to the deck where the hand trap lineup is 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 2 Talents, and now 3 Crossout Designator. I moved Crossout into the main deck. So yeah, I'm not entirely too sure, but that was the way things went. Came 7th, which is a slight step up from last week where I came 13th. So how did my 2 friends do? How did William and Gerald do? William came 3rd because he brought back his Dino DNA deck, True King Dino, which was the deck that he played for the longest time and hadn't played it in 4 years. And the fact that he just picked it back up and came 3rd, congrats to him. Gerald won the event. Yes, out of the 11 people that came, he came first because he brought the new Exodia deck to locals. And he even won against the Snake Eye Fiendsmith player, because there was one of those there this time, but he dropped out of the final round before round 4 began. But yeah, if I do go this weekend, of course I will film it. So let me know what you thought of the new series I'm going to be starting. You know, the local vlogs. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you to Reroll for allowing me to film, and thank you to just the people that were there that allowed me to film. I had such a great time, such a blast, especially against the branded Albaz player. Like that was some of the most fun interactions that I've ever had. Like it kept like as you see in game 2 and game 3, it just got so close. I was so close to victory, but unfortunately I just couldn't grasp it. He managed to find the outs. But hey, that's fine. Like I said, I had a lot of great fun. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If there is another locals vlog, it will be on Wednesday. So I shall see you all next time for the next vlog.